We are on week 2 of my Playful sans-serif lettering series. We are doing letter B today. This is all based on the Pinky Promise style I created and put out last year. There's a full workbook in my shop. We are going to be walking through the uppercase letters only together in this series, and you can grab the free worksheets and this color palette if you want to use the same one free on the blog. So check the caption for all the links. On the worksheet, there is a layer for you to completely trace, and then there is a layer for you to work from just the letter frame. All right, so I'm gonna tap on my practice here layer. I'm just gonna grab a basic monoline brush. Every kit I do usually has a monoline brush at the top, so I have one here at the top of my Maximalist kit. And then I'm just gonna start tracing. So I'm using pink right now, and I'm just gonna trace. So anywhere I have a straight line, I'm gonna let Procreate do the work by holding down my pencil. And then B usually has a bit of a straight line on this side too. So I'll start with that. And then I'll just kind of connect around my curves. So if you've been watching my letters series, none of this is anything new. We're basically just working our way around tracing, using the arcs and lines of Procreate to our advantage. You can freehand if you have steady hands. I am not one of those kind of people. I drink too much coffee, and I just have always had kind of unsteady hands. So Procreate allows me to still do great artwork, but work within the confines of the fact that I do not have super steady hands. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and trace my heart. You could do a normal one, more like a normal letter center, more like the one I have down here. When I did this Pinky Promise lettering style, I really incorporated a lot of hearts. I'm admittedly a unapologetic overuser of hearts in my work. And this style really plays into that. You can see the P letter centers. I've got hearts kind of everywhere. And that's just something I love, but you can change it up if you want to. All right, so I'm just gonna drag and drop my color there. And then let's go ahead and do this first style. So for the first one, you can see I have a little bit of a shadow and a purple. So I'm just gonna duplicate that layer. I'm gonna rename this B, so just tap to rename, and I'm gonna rename this shadow. And for this one, I'm gonna take that dark purple color, drag and drop. You cannot see it because it's behind there, but it's there. So we'll just do that. And now we could do one of two things. We could just drag and drop some light peach or the kind of that light yellow into the center, or you could use it as a reference layer. I'm just gonna go ahead and drag and drop it like that. And then, actually, let's do this. Tap to undo, click reference, and then drag and drop so it's on its own layer, because I'm gonna show you both styles today. And then that allows us just more flexibility to edit it later. All right, so now I'll tap that top layer and click off the reference. You could just name this letter centers or anything that helps you remember what's on that layer. And then this one is super easy. All I did then was take the X's brush and the light blue color. Oop, add a new layer. Let's test the size a little bit. I'm gonna go a little smaller than that. And I want about 5 of these. So I'm gonna count to 5, and then I'm just gonna hold it and drag it so I have 5 of them. And then you can click edit line and kind of shift it into place as well. So that's just one of many styles. You can see how I mix and match. And then once you do these, you can mix and match all of these into a lot more varieties depending on the word or the phrase you're working on. So this one is pretty similar, but we're gonna add more of an outline and some different details. So let's go ahead and just see our main B. Let's duplicate that and bring it all the way up to the top. Now ignore that for 1 second. Swipe right on all your original B layers, top layer, click group, and let's call this our pink B. And now we're gonna work on our blue B. So I am just gonna drag this over, and I'm gonna make it bright blue. And now I'm gonna add a clipping mask above it. So I'm adding a new layer, tapping clipping mask. I'm gonna grab my bold horizontal stripe brush, my lighter blue color, and I'm gonna make it striped. It is striped here. It got lost a little on screen, I feel like. and I might have tapped my layer and made it more subtle. So I just tap my layer in and reduce the opacity so you can make it more bold, more subtle. I'm gonna go with maybe like 60%. And then we are gonna do an outline behind it in this really light pink color. So I'm gonna go back to my monoline brush, and to do this, all I do is kind of make it bigger and then trace around. Whoop. I actually need to go on a new layer at the bottom. So you'd start with that straight line, and then this one I usually try to do all in one shot, kind of. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I kind of try to trace this outer edge. And then connect it. And in real time, I would play with that a little bit more to get it more consistent. There are tricks for outlining that use Procreate tools, but they always end up a little blurry on the edges. So I usually just tend to do it manually. Like that. And then I just added a little spark and a little squiggle. So on the top layer again, I'm gonna grab that dark purple. I'm gonna make this a fairly fine size. I'm gonna add like a triple curly Q here. And then you can just of course draw a spark, but in my Stardust kit, I have lots of different things. So I'm just gonna grab a spark stamp, the dark pink, stamp it down, select it, and then just kind of shift it into shape. And it's kind of the spark of that, kind of highlights that heart shape as the center of our B. So there's two different styles you could do. Now, if you want to keep practicing and challenging yourself, fill this page with the letter B's and try using a variety of the styles that I've done up here. We're going to learn those in later lessons, but all I've done is kind of the same process using a variety of these maximalist brushes and patterns for each one. So you can try to figure those out on your own, because like I said, you're just doing clipping masks, same kind of basic process. But as we go throughout this series from A to Z, you'll learn a lot of these as we go through every letter.